what they want. Apparently I disconnected from fucking Twitch. Fuck.
Oh.
It's fine. I don't think they missed much. You can roll me a...
They just missed me talking with Avius.
You can roll me insight and you can roll me history.
Okay. Bloop, 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 bloop. Insight.
Oh,
Wow!
for once.
History.
Oh my god.
What just happened?
I rolled an... I don't know about the first one, but the second one I rolled an intelligence skill.
Damn, you rolled 2 natural 20s. Alright, well, with
happens.
insight, you can tell Avius is very uncomfortable speaking about, like, just with y'all. In part because, you know, did try to frame his boyfriend for attempted murder. But also, he seems very, very happy to speak about the librarian. And he's not lying when he says he doesn't know anything about anything she does at night. And that she's just very friendly to everyone around them. But with a history check, you do recall that everybody, basically, as he said, Luca was there at the library's founding, and since he's the only one who's acted strange, he must know something about the librarian's family, and the library itself, the Athenaeum. I keep calling it the library. It's called the Athenaeum. Whatever, it doesn't matter. It means the same thing. But Luca was quite upset, basically about how, not aggressive, but you know, maybe don't, I'll give you a hint, maybe don't try to appeal to Levi.
Yeah, I kinda got that from his reaction. So the next thing that I kinda wanna ask, is, I'm sort of on bad terms with Levi. I brought up a sore spot with him.
With
do
Levi?
you know what I can... No, with,
Luca.
With Luca. Not
Luca.
Levi. Levi's dead. It's hard to be on bad terms with a dead man. Actually, I guess Nancy would disagree. Anyways, continue.
I am sort of on bad terms with, Luca right now. I brought up a sore spot with him, and I was wondering if there's something I can do to get back in his good graces.
Well, as vain as he is, he's quite the, generous man. I think... give him some time, apologize for whatever happened. I'm sure he's willing to answer. He's quick to anger and quick to resolve his issues. It's certainly not like Malcolm, who I doubt will ever really look at you the same. He's quite nice. I'm sure that's why they've kept him as the secretary for the library for so long. Your cakes are ready, madam. Cake, singular, 1. It's ready. I hope your trio enjoys this.
Madam, how old do I look?
Just trying to be polite, I apologize.
And she takes the cake and she says, I just realized what I said. She takes the cake and she says, well, thank you for the advice and the information.
Now I'm hungry for funnel cake. Sorry! You're quite welcome, dear. And I do hope that whatever you're asking all this for, I hope it doesn't cause too much trouble for anyone.
So do I. And she's gonna leave.
Nice. Did the others disappear?
No, I'm at the fountain.
Yuriko didn't move. Not Yuriko. This guy didn't move. Hey, you're at the fountain. I forgot to ask, did you end up taking the copper from the fountain?
No.
Cool.
No. I was going to, but I pissed off everybody.
Alright. I don't know why I put Yikmi in here. He would also technically be at the fountain because he doesn't live here anymore. So yeah.
Oh, well, in that case, I'm gonna be right there.
I mean, I don't think Yikmi dislikes you.
Yeah, given what I did, I kind of want to just avoid.
That's fair.
I think Yikmi did dislike him and everyone else by association.
No, he was mostly upset that his friend got framed for something bad. I don't think he dislikes so much as he's like, oh, why did you do that?
It's just he seemed pretty upset earlier.
Well, yeah, he was. But you also, you know, stabbed a caterpillar for him that turned into a butterfly. So he does, you know, he doesn't dislike
Yuriko
you.
didn't.
Well,
We're on
Yuriko
mutual
didn't, but
terms
also
now.
Yuriko didn't try to stab a guy, so.
Yeah, that's true.
I think she's fine. He's fine with most of y'all. He's because of how y'all helped. But he's also like, hey, maybe don't stab people. So I mean, you can talk to him.
Nah.
Okay,
I
well,
was gonna ask if Jeremy wants to talk to him, but then I realized.
imagine if Yuriko came up and said, hey, Jeremy, you want to talk to this guy? And Jeremy's like, fuck you.
It's like you're kidding, right?
Oh, that's so good.
Jeremy just goes over there, stands above him. That's his way of talking.
Just, Yikmi is just like, the fuck?
He's
Take a
standing
stab
there,
at it?
menacing
That's a bad
me.
choice of words, James, because the mask here's take a stab at it, and he's like, yeah, Jeremy, take a stab at Yikmi!
Stab the goblin.
He's just like, the fuck? You fought a butterfly for me. Why are you stabbing me now? Why are you stabbing my already damaged ears?
I was even gonna say stab him in his other ear.
Look at his poor ears. I love Yikmi so much.
Yeah, I noticed that they looked like they'd been taken a bite of by a caterpillar.
Nibbled.
Like, you know what? They've been nibbled, and I'm just like, you know what? I can make something work with this.
Yeah. Y'all got anything else you want to do in the town? Do you want to go back to Vale? Do you want to check out the library? I will let you try to sneak up to the library, but you will have to roll stealth against Luca, and I will not tell you how good that is. Although I think Asmo could technically do it.
Jeremy would, but let's be fair. Jeremy and stealth do not mix.
Yeah. I will say, Jeremy, you can try. I will remind you that the mask did see something. So if you want to try and talk to the mask about the girl, about the librarian, he won't. I'm not gonna say he will help you, but I will also say he's not gonna be nearly as uncooperative as he is.
So
Yeah, because he did say he saw the librarian.
So
the
you
actual.
could see what the librarian actually looked like.
Sure.
And I couldn't?
Well, you don't got my eyes now, do you?
You don't even have eyes!
That's what you think. I can see a lot of things, alright? Let's just say I was born with special privileges.
Yeah. Mask privilege is real, I guess.
Pissing her off I wasn't too afraid of. It's not like she can do any worse to you than I can, at least.
Also, you gonna tell them about the whole thing?
Hell no! This is too much fun! It's not my fault
don't
your weird. It's not my fault your weird rape your friend over there won't tell her.
Wow, thanks.
Cheers.
I was mostly talking about that little slip you had.
I don't gotta tell you anything about that.
Well, they're gonna ask sooner or later.
And As many times as they can ask, I can stay silent. Or, just ignore the question.
Oh, really? Like you stayed silent when you accidentally let it slip?
It's not like he could hear me, that stupid elf. Well, someone just screeched in my hallway. That's fine.
Or sounds like you two are having an interesting conversation.
I'll blow it at your ear.
Uh-huh.
We'll tell you this, though. It's a good thing that she didn't get too mad. Maybe she would have done something bad to your little friend over there.
Right, because you probably know what she is, right?
I got an idea. Never
And
encountered
I got
one
an idea
myself,
what you
though.
are.
Hmm?
And I got an idea who you are.
The mask doesn't say anything to that. It seems you have actually caught it off guard. Bullshit.
Edgeworth damage sprite.
That may be bullshit, maybe true. But
So
given
tell
your
me then.
reaction earlier, got a slight idea.
Well, tell me then, Rapier boy. What am I?
Nothing good, that's for sure. Can't reveal all my cards.
God, I wish the mask had hands so he could slow clap.
He can slow clap with his teeth.
Slow chomp.
Doesn't have teeth right now, but
What a brilliant deduction. I like
I
how
started
Asmodai
walk
was like,
away.
oh shit,
To
the
be
mask is
fair,
getting
anyone
closer,
would-
I'm getting the fuck out of here.
to
No,
be
I
fair,
started
anyone
walking.
with eyes could see it's nothing good.
I started walking away after I said, I can't reveal all my cards.
Damn. I'm gonna give you inspiration for that. Because that was, you just basically said to the mask, hey, fuck you. Yeah, okay.
This is also the first time that someone didn't reveal all the information we have trying to procure more.
True. Oh, I forgot, you could also technically try to call out to Kai, but I'm not sure you know if he's omniscient or not, so you don't know if he would actually be able to hear you. I see you over there, Yuriko. Asmo, do you want to do anything other than walk away like a badass, or?
Someone you want to talk to?
Well, given that I kind of pissed off everybody, I don't think talking to anybody is a good idea.
Okay. So Yuriko's going to approach the still very upset Malcolm and the much more relaxed and forgiving Father O'Brien.
Yo. No, she doesn't address them that informally.
Literally the
Yo,
second
what
you say
up?
yo, Malcolm scoffs and walks away. He's not putting up with your bullshit. You
Perfect, I was gonna
disrespectful
ask-
minx.
I was gonna... Out of character perfect, I was gonna ask him to leave anyway.
Ah, good. Well, you nailed it, so you're with the father who says, Miss Yuriko, it is good to see you. How was your trip to the Athenaeum?
It was fantastic. She has so much, she has such a wealth of knowledge.
Indeed.
It is enviable.
Her family's story is long and beautiful, and all the information she's managed to gather over the years, I'm almost envious.
You speak as if you, know more about this family story, which I would love to hear.
I know that she's the daughter of a very, very prestigious woman. She's the one who made the last expansion. Each generation they make a new one. I've only ever seen her and her parents, her mother's
Back up
specifically.
the last expansion?
Oh, the books that the Lorekeeper creates. There are so many of them that my brain shut down. Give me a second.
Yep.
Nope, I lost it apparently.
What's this about a last expansion?
The library needs to be expanded after a few too many books are added. You know how it is. Oh god, I'm gonna sneeze.
Sneeze, 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 sneeze,
Do it.
sneeze.
Yeah.
Bless you! Bless you again!
I'm good.
The 2 Ps.
Gesundheit, thank you. Ugh. I'm fine. My throat just hurts after sneezing.
Okay, continue.
So every time we have to build a new expansion to the library and make it bigger. Apparently, it was about the size of a small schoolhouse that could hold about 30 students back when it started. And now it's one of the biggest, it's possibly the biggest library in the entire country, possibly the world. All run by her family.
Is there anything strange about her family that you have noticed?
Well, it's not my place to judge. In the end, it will be Solstice and Stygian who, whether or not they see this as bad when they return.
I'm not asking for a moral judgment, but more so, something that makes them not like other people that you have met.
Well, between you and me, and personally, this might be my own judgment being faulty, I'm not sure I've ever seen any men from her family. I've only ever seen women coming in and out of the library. But perhaps I'm simply imperceptive. I've spent most of my life in here, studying and practicing and praying to different gods.
Do you know more about her mother, or?
I know that they were eerily similar in appearance. It seems that her family has quite the dominant genetic pool. But aside from that, I can't say. They're both very friendly. The Everdark family, that's them of course, they've always been very friendly. The founders of this town, they... just wonderful. Just wonderful people. Yes. I like how you texted that and the screen moved.
I remember when Adam was running the game, that was happening and it gave you a bit of a headache.
Yeah, it's fine when everyone does it, it just pulls the screen over and over again, and I don't like when it moves all the time, but, like, it's fine when one person does it, because it barely moved, and, like, you were already here, so it's fine.
Yeah.
I know that her mother was a lot more private than Evelyn is. She preferred her own secrecy. She only ever really spoke to Luca and no one else. Evelyn's much more social, but it seems to go in generations. Her grandmother, for example, apparently back when we were children, when I was a child, she was very, very social, just like her granddaughter now. And unfortunately, I wouldn't know anything about previously. That's before my time. Age and all. Time is such a nightmare for me to cycle through. I apologize.
So Jeremy's gonna knock at the door of the church.
Ah. You may... The door creeps open as it's not closed, as it's not locked. You may just enter. And well, are you entering? I shouldn't force you to do that.
He's poking his finger in because he's not sure if he'll take like holy damage if he enters.
No,
Yeah.
he's fine.
I was just
Yeah, I
was
know
just
he'll
about to
be
have-
fine. It's just in character.
Yeah, that's fair.
He doesn't know.
Are you
Yuriko-
gonna sit here and just jam your finger in a hole you don't recognize, or are we just gonna go in there and figure shit out?
Did you really have to phrase it like that?
Do you even have to ask that at this point? How long have we known each other? My
Right.
boon companion. I'm having way too much fun being an asshole. Sorry. Go ahead.
I was about to have Yuriko say, "Why did I expect him to pass into frame?"
Sorry. Sorry, James in the chat just said, really, I couldn't tell, and that's really funny to me. Sorry, so Yuriko, what did you say?
Why did I expect him to burst into frame?
Like that both of them did. The moment you enter, you see Malcolm is just glaring at you. He is mad at you, and as you approach, he does get closer. Are you looking through the window, my guy?
No, I'm just like right up against the wall, just listening in.
Okay.
Just chilling outside.
I would say...
Okay, what did we do?
I don't know what you did, but I'm pretty sure you remember what I did. You won't shut up about it normally.
All right, the book.
I'm going
Speaking
to
of-
apologize.
I'm sorry? Or rather, sorry, I forgive you for whatever it was.
Sorry, no, it's not you. It's I have to apologize to Ruka. I brought up a sensitive subject with him.
Well, that's... Luke has been around so long, I'm sure he won't hold anything against you. Honestly, I wish he would become a part of the clergy, but something seems to hold him back.
Casting magic through belief and casting magic through understanding are oftentimes somewhat different processes.
I understand that, yes. It's less that, though. I'm not sure. I would have to ask him, but I'm not sure that's a topic for us to discuss. We live very peacefully without bringing his religion into question, and I'd rather not rock that boat. After all, it's a small town.
You speak as if you have tried in the past to convert him.
Not I, but this church has been around some 200 years, and apparently a previous father once tried. Didn't go very well between them.
What happened?
Oh, it was just a fight. A very large one, apparently. Luca very nearly left, but something about the Everdarks, they convinced him to stay.
So, Jeremy's gonna poke Yuriko's shoulder.
Hmm?
And he's gonna make like he's gonna form his hands to look like an opening book.
That laugh slowly became the mask, but I'm mostly just laughing that this is what you have to do because Yuriko doesn't know.
Yuriko
And then a
is,
praying motion.
Yuriko is going to
You look so stupid.
Well, unlike you, I can't talk.
Yuriko is going to cast message and
Okay.
send a message to Jeremy and say.
You sure?
say
After what
continue
happened
what you
last
say.
time with the librarian?
No. So the way that you can cast... So message allows Jeremy to say one thing to her.
Yeah, didn't she try to talk to the mask itself?
Yeah, she... Right now, the mask is all that she can hear, but if she uses message, then Jeremy can get one thing out, basically.
Yeah, so this is what Yuriko is sort of assuming, that there's something preventing the mask from speaking now, aside from just the awkward laugh.
So now, Jeremy,
So
you can
can
say
he only say one word or one sentence?
one sentence. And I will explain why.
Yeah, so you hear it in a whisper, just like, is there something you wanted to say?
Hi, Blake. Is there something to say?
No, I'm not. I'm sorry. I'm whispering at Blake.
But yeah, Jeremy can whisper back.
Yeah, Jeremy can say one sentence.
The father might know about the lords.
Oh, Father O'Brien, do you know something about the Road of Desire?
I know that you know about the gods, just Yondala, Pan, and the like, yes? As it
I
turns
hear
out,
them in passing. The names are somewhat unfamiliar to me.
as it happens, they aren't so much gods as they are lords, as you've called them, I suppose, created by Solstice and Stygian in order to maintain the world as they remain in the ethereal plane. It is possible that the Lord of Desire is one of these, but unfortunately, I wouldn't recognize it. I don't tend to do those that, well, I don't tend to do things that aren't purely powerful as Solstice, and anything that goes under the Lord title sounds as though they would have been created by Stygian.
Is the name Piraku, or what's the V
Visara.
one? Pirak or Visara familiar to you?
As you say Visara, Malcolm approaches. He says, I don't know what those names are doing with you, but I think you've done enough. I think the father should go back to his business, and I think you should go.
The names were in the library.
I am aware of where they were. I would like you to leave. This isn't relevant to the teachings of Solstice. As he's already said, the lords are Stygian's business. And as I'm sure your friend Asmodai can attest, we don't preach what she does. Okay?
What if we are here to smite them?
Then you're still in the wrong building. We are here
Jeremy's
to
going
preach,
to
not
approach
smite.
the guy and then just put a finger on his lips.
On Malcolm's or on his?
We're talking.
Okay.
He is asking you to be quiet.
Hang on.
I'm guessing I need to make a roll.
Nope.
He's making a roll.
Fail.
As soon as you touch him, you feel wounds kind of build across your arm, and you take 14 necrotic damage. Don't test me. Got your ass! Yeah, maybe you should listen to the holy man for once. Maybe we should get the fuck out of here.
Jeremy!
You three have caused enough problems, and if it were up to me, you would be out of this city. And if you have any brain at all, you will leave now that you have far overstayed your welcome.
Since when does a holy man commit assault?
All things considered, you have done more harm to us than we have done to you.
Oh, god damn it.
Get out!
She takes Nisako and Jeremy, and she says, "Come on, let's get you patched up."
Yeah, before Jeremy leaves, he's just
I said
gonna...
necrotic, I meant to say the other one, the opposite. Holy,
Radiant?
whatever. His version of inflict wounds is not necrotic because, Stygian, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Yep, that's fair.
He
Anyway,
fucked you up.
before Jeremy leaves, he's gonna turn to the guy and just rub some of his blood on the door frame and then leave.
What a dick.
What to make a bad situation worse, you two. Holy shit.
I straight up thought that Yuriko was supposed to be the chill voice of reason, and she has been very aggressive this part.
And to Jeremy, he's gonna say internally, "What? You're the only one who can be petty?"
I don't think Jeremy's ever been. I know that Asmodai can't hear that, but I don't think that Asmodai has been petty even once.
I've been.
No. He was talking to the mask.
Oh.
Oh.
For once we see eye to eye. So we
don't
gonna
get
take
used
his
to it.
advice and leave. We're gonna break a window. We're gonna get that book. What are we gonna do?
Yes, no, eventually.
Wait, you're leaving the town?
That's my vote.
Shit,
He was very deflective about those names, though.
Yeah, it's almost like they don't like talking about Mama Stygian or something.
It seems they don't like talking about anything.
Also, Mama Stygian?
Technically you could call her that. God of existence. Isn't she everyone's mom? I could call her mommy if it would make you less comfortable. Oh, that was weird even for me. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm surprised the asexual said
I
something
can.
like that.
You know what? Shut up.
It's not that it's weird, it's the fact that it's like, I'm just laughing at the if it would make you less comfortable part.
I'm glad.
I just think that's fucking hilarious.
I'm glad. That was my goal.
Anyway, Yuriko's going to say, it would probably be more amicable if somebody didn't stab one of the clergymen.
All right.
Oh, we're
Come
gonna
on.
get. Oh, party fight! Party fight! Party fight!
Look, all of us have done shit today and yesterday. So just not bring shit up right now.
So Yuriko, do you want to tell them what you have learned about everything?
Yeah, I want to.
Okay, well you can do that in character.
Actually,
'cause
hold
I have
on.
to pee really badly.
I'm just wondering if she loses her shit at asthma here. I'm just trying to think if it makes more sense.
Considering what she has been doing.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. She's going to say, I have been trying all day to get any sliver of information about this librarian, about this creature that she is, and about what strange powers she has. And everyone just looks on us with scorn and disdain. It would be easier to the point where it would be easier to ask her ourselves.
Yeah, I'm beginning to think that would be hazardous to our health.
I don't imagine she would be open to discussing what she is, considering she is hiding it. There's always other avenues for information.
Everyone else is hiding it too. At the least, if we talk to her, then we will see it firsthand. We have been through roadblock after roadblock. We're trying to figure out anything aside from your vision that you had. Which, by the way, we don't even have proof of.
I'm very well aware of that. But there's always other avenues that we could go to get information. I mean, shit, we've still got Nancy. We haven't visited her in a while. She might know something, maybe.
Oh sure, because Nancy knows so much about this backwater town in the middle of nowhere that focuses on a religion that is so non-committal they don't even try to convert one of the head people in the town.
But she might know creatures.
Mommy, Daddy, stop fighting. Actually, continue. It's fucking hilarious.
I'm back.
I thought you said your mommy was Stygian.
Stygian is everybody's mommy when you think about it.
I'm back. Hi.
Hi.
I came back to just hear I thought Stygian was your mommy, and I'm so glad that we've kept with this narrative. Sorry, now I'm not gonna do it because my throat hurts and my throat will die if I do any unnecessary. But, my brain immediately when they said that, when you...
Do you want me to take over?
No, I'm good. It's just, when that happened, my brain went, mommy, sorry, that stupid meme.
Okay. When Asmodai mentions that Nancy probably knows creatures, that's when Yuriko sort of snaps back into it and is more amicable to listen to reason.
Okay.
And she says,
So she just had a Eureka moment.
Eureka. No, it's more that Asmodai had it, and now she's finally like calmed down enough to see it. And
so, I want to review what all y'all know. So, Everdark for 400 years, along with Luca, they're the two the Everdark is the longest living family here, and Luca is the longest living resident at 400 something. Cause elf.
So since he's actually 400, he's been around since the
Founding.
Lorekeeper was put there, right?
Yep, and the founding of this town, which happened at the same time. There have been no, as far as the father has seen, there's been no male members of the Everdark family seen, just the women. And I don't remember, according to him, Avius, none of them really know what go on with her at night, and she's very friendly to the villagers.
she has all the villagers wrapped around her excessively long fingers.
So you can, I will remind you, you can leave the city if you want, which apparently is what Jeremy wanted to do. Not Jeremy, Asmodai, fuck. You can continue to investigate, the city, or you can go to the library. Fair warning, I cannot tell you what will happen there.
I would not recommend going back to the library. Asmodai has recommended that we leave, talk to Nancy, and then come back.
Okay. I will not make you fast travel through. I will let you fast travel actually because I don't want to go through the whole pathway thing.
Yeah, especially because I'm thinking that we want to. Sorry, I'm thinking just because we're already so low health that we probably need to seek some medical attention as well.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
fair.
I'm hoping that Nancy might be able to provide some. I'm hoping that Nancy might be able to provide some in the form of like false life or some sort of temporary HP.
Why is this corner just
add some-
blacked out?
Add some zombie parts.
Because I fucked up the lighting and I don't remember how to fix it because only one of you has dark vision. I mean, I can fix it.
Yeah, it's fine. I don't really see any
Boop.
point of getting that corner. Okay.
Bloop bloop.
And then I do this. Because this house is stupid dark. Whoops.
We're home.
Oh, good. I was hoping to see you. Do you have the book with you already?
No.
There is a complications away. We were hoping that you might have some Yuriko knows the word, I do not. It's
Some
like
information.
informational assistance. It's a more complicated word.
Would you be able to shed some light on this? Is essentially what you're trying to ask.
Exactly. We were wondering if you had some insight into the physiology of certain creatures.
I suppose I could. You look the worse for wear. Especially the cursed one. What happened?
Well,
He tried
least-
to get up close and personal with one of the priests in a very rude and disrespectful manner.
You attacked a clergyman.
No, he attacked the clergyman.
I'm not attacked.
He
per
just
se.
tried to shush him, and this clergyman attacked back.
No wonder your souls are so damaged. Potions are in the corner, if you really need them. Though I'd prefer you not guzzle them all down. They're labeled, I think. My zombies do all that. Did you need some... You said you needed some biological help?
Yes, some insight on what kind of creature she might be.
Alright.
I've got that information, and then if Kai comes here, he could back that up.
The boy can't enter my house, you know that.
Right, forgot about that for a second.
Because I can't
Anyway.
stand irritating people like him. Sorry.
Right. Anyway, so this creature, I don't even know if that's the right thing, but what we're dealing with, it has red eyes, long teeth, long claws.
Otherwise humanoid?
Otherwise, yes. And possesses
Seems to-
some magical ability as they are able to disguise themselves through possibly illusory magic.
And they were in the city?
Yes, they are the librarian.
Red eyes,
It
long
is-
claws, long teeth, illusions. I
400 years old, or at least the family is.
400 years? I would suggest domestic vampire.
Oh. That does make sense that she does walk out at night.
Domestics are very specific. They tend, well, as I'm sure you don't know, there's only one form of vampirism, and, well, let's just put it this way. The different sub-genres are the different ways they live their lives. Most try to live in their abandoned castles off away from society, but there are some that we consider domestics that try to live in civilized world, and they usually use illusions, tricks, and whatever so that people don't know what they are. They usually stockpile blood, they try to act like normal civilians, and as long as they keep their disguises up, they can do this for as long as they are able to hide. Immortality makes people careless sometimes, though. I'm glad you were able to see, though. How were you able to see these form of her? Any vampire would know to hide nails, teeth, and eyes.
We heard it from Kai.
Oh. That makes sense. The boy has some form of eldritch power to him.
So he is able to see things that
Yeah,
people normally
he's
couldn't.
not the only one apparently. Jeez.
Eldritch, that is what Jeremy said that he was.
That doesn't surprise me. The nature of his curse is clearly eldritch by what I can see. I was in the middle of researching that, actually, before you barged into my home.
Speaking of that, I want to talk to you about that a little bit later in private.
Believe
And I kind
me,
of say that hushed.
Believe me, I have many things I wish to discuss with a Godborn.
Still don't know what the hell that means, but whatever.
I have bad news regarding that. I can't seem to locate the other Godborn. I went to
We
look-
saw her.
Her? Oh, the girl. No, I'm talking of the other changeling.
Oh, right. That guy.
I went to where I last knew he was residing. Turns out that his sister said that he moved away at some point. He should still be somewhere in Vale, and be warned. If I do manage to find him, you may not enjoy what I have in store for the pair of you.
Right.
I think I may have read. Was he one of the heroes who defeated Stygian before?
Yes. Killed his own aunt. How tragic it was for him, I'm sure.
I imagine killing a family member would be hard on anyone.
Oh, I doubt it. I didn't. I know it wasn't hard for me when I lobotomized my own parents. Shouldn't have been hard to kill a god.
Should
Is it hard to kill a god?
I hope you're not asking because she can't hear you anymore. Whatever she had that let her hear you is gone now.
Yuriko says, you speak of killing gods as if it is something that you do every other Friday.
I speak of killing gods as if it's easy when the other gods sacrifices themselves. It's a long and complicated, boring story that ends with the apocalypse as foretold, and yet the world still stands. It's a disappointing end for me.
Would you prefer if the apocalypse happened for real?
It would certainly be much more interesting. Relax, I'm only joking, and her face doesn't portray that at all.
Yeah, totally, Nancy.
This woman is slowly turning into Wednesday Addams. Fuck.
I was thinking it was based on what's their name? It's not GLaDOS, but it's like someone who has a similar disposition.
HAL 9000?
No, I don't think the person I'm thinking of is a robot. I'll think of it later.
Okay.
Oh, Jeremy's gonna turn to the woman, sign VIS, then suddenly punch himself.
Point of inspiration as the mask is like, not so fast!
I whisper to Nancy.
But also,
That's part of the thing that I want to talk about.
what is?
What he was trying to say.
He was trying to say something? Well, then he should say it with
Yes.
his mind. You know I can't see him.
Oh yeah, that so much has happened. I forget everything.
He
Don't say anything, please.
okay.
Just because I don't know what the mask will do.
Hey Jeremy, do you want to come and fix this window with me?
The window's been fixed. I already dealt with that. Are you done? Are you going to take the potions and leave and deal with your little vampire problem?
Yuriko, how about you and Jeremy go grab the potions?
Is there something we can do to
Jeremy's just gonna
Vampire.
suddenly grab Yuriko's arm softly. Well, try to.
I was gonna say
softly, and then-
softly? How easy is that for this thick dude?
and drag her off.
She's just
This
still
fireman
talking.
carries her.
Yeah.
I mean, Yuriko's
She
allowed
gives-
to ask questions. Nancy's just always gonna be impatient.
She's gonna ask if like do vampires have weaknesses? and Jeremy grabs her.
As you should let your friends know, the rumor that they can be killed with a wooden stake is only half true. You must weaken them first, and then they become revealed. But honestly, domestics aren't actually that harmful.
Alright. Now, wait, is Jeremy and Yuriko away?
Yes, let me move them.
Okay.
He is trying to get as far away as possible.
How much does
Jeremy
Yuriko,
get
you
the
can
mask?
add
Grin.
2, potion of healing is regular, right?
Yeah.
Is like the lowest. You can get 1 level above that, and you have 2 of them.
Okay. So that's. I just signed the reference just to be sure.
Alright, so while we were out there, there was just a lot of information gathering going. And I think I know what the mask is, but it's kind of a toss-up, just considering how it reacted.
You don't need to spoil the surprise. I'm already reading about it. And she pulls up the book. And you recognize the title because I don't know if Yuriko told you that specifically, but it is that book.
Yeah, well then.
I'm the smartest person in the world. Of course I'm going to do my research. As soon as I realized that his curse was eldritch in nature, I became fascinated.
Right.
By
Don't
the
get too
way,
big of a head.
I'm humble enough to know how vain I am, and I'm vain enough to not care. But one more thing about the domestic. Most of them don't mean any harm, and people tend to enjoy their presence. So I would avoid trying to kill that thing if possible.
Good to know.
And
Hopefully
Jeremy,
diplomacy would work.
yeah, Jeremy, you can assume that's true, but also you cannot deny what you saw in your vision. I don't know if
Wait,
you're gonna
what?
bring that up here, but recall that the monster that you saw, sharp claws, attacked Levi, and that's where it ended. So you don't actually know if, if that was her, if she was under control or what. You don't actually know how peaceful she is, but basically Nancy's saying you don't have to. She's saying domestics are usually harmless, which contradicts what you saw. Possibly, unless that's you in the future. I'm not allowed to tell you that. Well, I am, but I'm not gonna. Why are you rolling 4d4 plus 4?
You do slash roll for that. It's for his healing potion that he's
Oh.
taking right now.
Gotcha. Nice.
13.
That's, I think, that's almost all the damage Malcolm did to you.
Almost.
That- I think you'll probably want to take the other one too. We need our big boy.
I know that Yuriko didn't actually say that, but wouldn't it have been so fucking funny if she called him that? Vasara's like, no, you know.
So the mask's name is Visara.
Did I say that? Fuck.
No, you didn't say it.
Damn it, Devin!
No metagaming.
I'm not gonna say it. Yuriko doesn't know it.
And I'm just guessing.
So yeah, now you know the theory. This thing is a vampire. And I'm honestly kind of surprised none of you caught that, because I inspired part of the design, the red eyes, from a certain gay vampire I have a crush on.
I haven't
Yeah,
played
it's
that
because
game.
we all know Baldur's Gate 3 considering you're the only one in here that's played it.
No,
I
I
think.
could.
I have.
Yeah, I was
Phoenix-
gonna say
Okay.
only 2 of us
You
have
and
actually.
Phoenix have.
I've never actually seen Asterion with the red eyes.
Really?
Yeah.
I never really focused on the color of his eyes.
I
I've
always
only
noticed
seen
he's
the
so
charming
he's
face.
so beautiful, and I'm so gay for him.
Yes, you are gay for a man.
I'm gay for a guy. Yes, shut up. It's
Gay. You're
fine.
gay for a gay guy. Yeah, that makes
It's
sense.
double gay. Look at him and his beautiful eyes.
Huh. I thought he had like dark brown or blue eyes.
No.
Yeah, it doesn't really look red to me.
Anyways, yeah, you know what it is. You know what she could possibly be. And you know that Luca probably knows that because he's been there since the beginning.
Nice. But yeah, Jeremy, make sure to add your health to the thing and also roll the other potion.
I can add the health.
Oh yes, roll the other potion, Jeremy.
So, now that you have this information, what you gonna do?
King likes Daniel more than me.
I
You-
thought the exact same thing.
All right, so Evelyn is possibly a vampire, given what Nancy has said, and it'd probably be better not to kill her, just because. Yes, that is what I think, given the information that we have been given.
I ain't never seen a vampire in the wild before. I was pretty sure that's what she was, but didn't want to spoil the surprise.
Thanks for that.
Real team player. Anyway, so probably want to try diplomacy for this. I don't know how far it's going to get us, but I really don't want to kill.
He's asking the big hulking brute in the mask for diplomacy.
He's almost as crazy as I am.
I can
You
do
wish.
diplomacy if we have some sort of leverage, but with this person, she has been tasked with making sure that nobody takes this book as her essentially one goal aside from maintaining this library, which is reliant on this book being there. So I think there's a huge conflict
Is it
of
actually
interest there.
reliant? Is the library actually relying on that book being there?
All of the books in the library are written by the Lorekeeper.
Oh shit.
Roll me. Actually, no, don't roll me anything, because you know that's not true.
I don't?
Mhm.
I wasn't there.
Yeah. But Yuriko told you about the book that Jeremy destroyed, right?
Oh,
No,
right.
not that book.
A lot of the books, but you just said all of the books are reliant on the Lorekeeper.
Yeah, they were all written by the Lorekeeper, weren't they?
No.
Not Nancy. The librarian was like, well, you shouldn't destroy the book because that's reckless, but I can always have the Lorekeeper print another one.
Yeah.
But it doesn't mean it's reliant. It just
I'm-
means it's easier.
Yeah. She doesn't have to go to another place to pick up a copy of a book. The Lorekeeper could theoretically make it again. But Nancy has a copy of the book Jeremy destroyed, so
Yeah.
something, either she was lying to you to get you to not touch the book, or every book ever was made by the Lorekeeper, or some combination of the two.
Right, well, I don't think that's true given what you've said earlier. But anyway. So, maybe diplomacy could work. I know that Jeremy isn't exactly in the position to be diplomatic, but at least you and I can try. Just don't go all gung-ho on everybody.
My point stands that we still need some form of leverage,
That I can agree with.
which we do not have. Everyone in town has been most unhelpful in giving us anything of the sort.
Probably
I'm
because
wondering if
not many
the-
people know anything except maybe Luca. He might be the only one that actually knows what,
I'm just imagining what would. Sorry, no, ignore me. I'm just imagining what would happen if you went right up to Luca and was just like, "Hey, we know she's a vampire." I'll be right back. I have to pee again. I had so much liquid. Fuck.
We can't reveal all our cards too early.
But yeah, Luca might be the only one to actually know what Evelyn is, and I don't imagine that he'd be all excited about turning on his boss.
Hmm.
Honestly, I don't
I wonder-
want to try and ruin someone else's life, so yeah.
I'm
Don't
wondering
want to
if
start
Boss,
spreading rumors.
I'm wondering if Boss is the specific relation that Ruka has with the librarian.
Yeah, because
When I s-
they were both around since the formation of the library.
When I spoke with Father O'Brien, saying that there have not been any men entering the library aside from the people who have been admitted entry to see the Lorekeeper.
Right.
I'm wondering if Ruka might have some romantic feelings for the librarian.
I mean, that
I'm sorry, what?
that could be a theory, just considering that they've been around each other for 400 years, possibly. But I don't imagine that would be it. But I don't know.
I'm thinking maybe it can't hurt to ask.
Oh, it could probably hurt for you to ask, considering he's not exactly doesn't exactly have the best opinion of you right now.
Oh, that is right. No, I'm
Yo.
gonna wait for Clover's back. I'm gonna wait till Clover's back. So two things.
Fuck.
One
Yes.
of one of the things we've discussed and theorized is that potentially Luca has romantic feelings for Evelyn.
Mainly Devin.
Mainly me. That was theorizing that. But also, I wanted to make a peace offering for Luca, and I wanted to make a scroll out of one of my spells in my spell book.
Does that mean you're taking it out of your spell book, or are you just copying?
It means that I'm copying it from the spell book. For that, I will probably need to acquire some spell paper and some ink for that.
You could probably find some in Nancy's library.
Yeah, I'd make sure to ask if it's okay if I borrow it.
You already stole one of my tomes, didn't you? Seems she might have noticed that by now. Do what you must, delusionist.
Do I still have the leftover one so I can give it back or no?
Yeah, you do. But she won't notice it's back until you put it back, so.
Well, since you already noticed, I give it back to her directly.
Okay.
I was just
Thank
borrowing
you.
it.
Ooh, actually, I've got an idea now. Nancy,
It has been
that,
somewhat useful.
Nancy, that book that you're reading up on, do you happen to have a copy of it, or do you know somewhere I could get a copy?
It's a very rare book. I'd say there's only.
I'd imagine as much.
I'd say how rare it is. I wouldn't be able to tell you where to find it. I could try and duplicate it, but it might take me a little while.
How long's a little while?
About a day if I'm uninterrupted with things such as sleeping.
Because what I'm thinking, use a copy of that book as a peace offering for Luca and potentially Evelyn.
Did something happen to their copy of it?
I look at Jeremy.
The big guy might have something to do with that.
Curious.
Again, my bad. And he
Make
said,
me a.
and he says
Actually,
that like raising his hands.
I'm not gonna make a strength saving throw because Jeremy, as soon as you both realize, you and the mask realize she has a copy of that book, you start charging again by instinct, but she sort of snaps her fingers, and right in the way is there becomes this barrier. And she says, I see. Very curious indeed. I knew I was right with my little, I knew I was right with my theory. I wonder which one you are. Don't spoil the answer for me, though. Finding the answer is always my favorite part.
I'm sorry, what's happening?
Jeremy, what is it with this book that you hate so much?
I think we both know Yuriko. All three of us, actually, with Nancy being that.
I know, I just want to hear from him.
But you're only gonna hear one half of it,
Yeah.
and he's not gonna say anything.
Yeah, the mask is
What do you
pretty
mean?
much just go fuck yourself.
What do you mean one half of it?
Yuriko, there's two people in that mind. There's Jeremy, and then there's the mask.
Yuriko looks at it quizzically and she's just like, I guess there's enough space in there for it.
Really? I think I think she's calling us fat.
I mean, I guess you have put on a little bit of weight. Hardly my fault, though.
Have you really not pieced that together,
You know,
considering
Sorry,
that
Dev, you
there's
know how...
one voice?
Dev, you know how at the beginning of Taz Balance, Justin said that Taco's main thing was that he was going to be an idiot wizard?
So here's the thing about Yuriko. So I have spec'd into intelligence and charisma. So she's got a very strong force of personality, and she's got like very high like intellectual processing power. What she doesn't have though is the ability to pick up on little signs like that.
So she's autistic.
A little bit, but
I
also
love
just
her.
very expressive and good at masking.
Alright, awesome. So basically what I'm hearing is he's going to have to fucking spell it out for you.
Like I just did.
Asmod I just did, so she knows now.
Okay.
Wait, so then when you speak to us, that is one person, and then she casts message again. When I cast this, then that is talking to the other person.
So you can say one.
Oh
thing.
my goodness, she can learn.
Fucking took long enough.
I would have you know I had straight A's in school.
Really? You'd never be able to tell. finally figured out who you're talking to, huh?
I'll be honest, for a while I didn't know which one was which, but I'm now guessing you're the mask.
God, I wish I
And the
had
one that's
hands.
being hidden away is Jeremy.
God, I wish I could slow clap. Yeah, genius!
Does Jeremy
Hey.
slow clap in place of the mask?
Doubt it.
He's just gonna pinch where his brow would be.
I
if
was
it
gonna
wasn't
say
covered by
that
a
Jeremy
frickin'
could
mask.
roll. I was gonna say Jeremy could roll a strength saving throw with advantage to see if he can stop the mask from slow clapping, but I think the mask just can't do that. God, that's so funny. Okay.
Anyway, it's alarming that you just didn't piece that together. Anyway, plan.
Let's
Right.
kill the vampire!
No. Yuriko, what you got?
I literally have a fucking stake! Why don't we do
Because
the best solution is an easy one?
Because killing her isn't exactly the best idea right now, because everybody likes her.
Are we
Can
going back
vampires
to
be
that
put
city
to
anytime soon?
Yes,
Yeah,
we need to
plus
get
I
the
don't-
tome from it.
I meant after we
Yeah.
get the book, you friggin' airhead!
Plus, I don't think you have a problem with people not liking you. Just gonna say.
You're lucky
Yes,
Yuriko
the-
can't hear you.
We have seen that she can go out in the night. So it is
Correct.
very. So it is. Sorry. Actually, this has nothing to do with Yuriko's point. She's gonna say, if we piss them off too much, then they might not continue to be contained within the town, especially if we have their prized possession. I am wondering if there is some way that we can. Nancy, do you know if vampires can be put to sleep?
With the traditional sleep spell, you should already know that's not really possible.
I think I remember reading one thing, but it could have just been fiction.
None of them can hear you. The mask. Ugh. I don't see why we don't just level the town. Get rid of everyone. That way there's no grudges. Problem solved. Let's do it.
It really took you this long to figure out that that's not Jeremy.
What can I say? I'm so damn charismatic.
I was working with other concerns.
That's fair. Anyway, so
Regardless, I have spent too much of my powerful spells in the chess combat.
yeah, fight isn't exactly smart.
Yes, so I cannot put them to sleep. The remainder of my spells that can do anything physical are mostly damaging spells and spells that can deflect harm. I'm thinking the best way is to sneak in at a time when she is not able to react.
That should be plan B in case diplomacy doesn't work out, because I'm just gonna try to talk.
Okay, if we go diplomacy route, I would like to know a bit more about the relationship between Ruka, between Ruka and Evelyn. There might be something there in that we can use in order to form some sort of distraction, or at least to get some information on how to appease
Personally, I love these
Evident.
plans, you know. Plan A, you talk with the big mask guy who can't say a word. Plan B, we sneak with the big mask guy who's twice your size. And 3, we kill everybody.
I wasn't thinking sneak with everybody. I was thinking I'd go in. I mean, everybody already hates me there. Might as well just fuck that up even more. If push comes shove.
Sorry, I just had to intrude because I thought of that line. I thought it was funny.
No, it was hilarious.
Thank you.
If we can get past Ruka, I'm on good terms with the librarian. I might be able to distract her as well.
That's where your diplomacy would be pretty good, and I can talk to Luca. I'm not exactly horrible with him, but he can tolerate me and listen.
All right.
So
you
from my
have-
spell book, I
Sorry.
want to copy.
Go ahead. Well, I'm just setting things up.
So from my spell book, I want to make 2 spell scrolls. One of them is, let's go with darkness,
Okay.
and one of them is, actually, wait, one of them is hold person.
Okay. Wait, so are you giving him the hold person thing?
No, I'm gonna give him the darkness one. The hold person one is for me because essentially, with the spell scroll, you can cast.
You don't need to use a spell slot. I know.
Yeah, you don't need a spell slot. So, if I can try to hold person someone with a scroll, that'll mean that I don't have to use it. That means that I don't have to use a spell slot for it.
I mean, all right, if you want to do it. Ow.
So I'm thinking that, you know what? I'll leave that for the roleplay.
All right. Let us go to Octavo. I like
Yeah.
these 2 plans and Jeremy.
He's plan C.
Kill everybody?
No, just punch your way out.
Just the librarian.
So yeah, he's still
I
here.
think he'd do a bit more than punching if the mask is anyone to talk to.
Yeah.
It is the late evening. The sun has just come down. As you enter, definitely people were like, "God, these motherfuckers again." Thankfully,
I'm
you didn't
going
see
to-
Malcolm. So
That was good.
Malcolm, I think
I'm
if he saw you, would have probably fucking shot you with magic missiles. Also, don't do anything yet. Asmodai is still
Okay.
loading.
Yes.
All right.
Because for whatever reason, it always takes me 20 years to load into anything.
My fucking... I have a hangnail, and it's really hurting my fingers.
Ouch.
There we go. We're good.
All right. So I'm going to go to Luca.
He perks up. He's like, "Oh, you're back."
Hopefully
We
not
got-
for long.
We got off on the wrong foot before. I would like to give you a peace offering, and she hands Luca a scroll of darkness, and then she's going to say, "I assume this spell would make Evelyn very happy."
Why would you suggest that?
Oh, god damn it.
one does need light in order to read.
She says, sorry, my brain's blanking. One sec.
That's fine, we've been on for 2 hours. We don't have to keep going if you want to wait till next week.
No, I wanna keep going. So Yuriko says, we have reason to believe that she, actually, hold on.
I love how you're just
This,
gonna
sorry, no.
outright say it.
Well, no, I'm not gonna outright say it. She, she's going to go off another assumption, and she's going to say, this is not for her to cast, but for you to cast when you need some private time.
I
I
Have a-
facepalm. Asmodee facepalms.
I have a home for that. But thank you, I think. His face kind of contorts and he's like, the fuck?
So I get,
feel
so I
should
get the sense that
constantly
there's,
be
like-
sorry.
so I get the sense that there's no romantic attachment there then.
No.
Okay. My apologies. I just assumed that you had some romantic feelings for her. I misjudged the situation.
He turns
dig
pink.
in
He's
that
like, no, no,
hole.
no, no,
God.
no. I simply work for her.
Are you sure that is all?
There are certain things that makes her less attractive to me than you would think. Sure, she is quite learned, but
Like what?
that's rather private. I'd rather not disclose that to practically strangers who did stab my friend's employer.
Anyway, despite this awkward situation that Yuriko has found you in,
Yes?
is it possible if we can just talk to Evelyn for a few minutes?
It's the middle of the night. I was about to turn in myself. Everyone's turning in for the night. I imagine she'd be the same.
Can we
Uh,
at least knock?
As long as it's
Wait, is-
not a hassle.
Is Jeremy not in the area?
No, Jeremy's
he is.
here. He's here.
He's right behind me.
I can't see it.
Oh,
Refresh the page. He should be there.
Can we at least knock? There is a book I want to show her.
and just heads up, it is just me and Yuriko.
I suppose if I'm there, she could let you in very briefly, but this goes against every protocol. You're supposed to make an appointment to see her.
I understand that.
Okay.
We were hoping to meet in somewhere more casual, like the diner.
Okay, I can talk to her and see if she would be interested in such a thing.
Be much appreciated.
Okay, apparently he can't go up there. Never mind.
Well, yeah, it's not the board.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, there we go.
Cool.
It's past the border.
So he heads up. Are you gonna follow him? You gonna try and get in?
Nope, just stand
nope.
back.
We'll wait out here.
Okay.
You just have to go and make things real fucking awkward, don't you?
And I thought it would be the mask who'd be undiplomatic.
Hey, I told you I'm waiting for Plan C. It's gonna come eventually. There's no way in hell a vampire's gonna listen to us. Several minutes pass before Luca returns with the 7-foot woman.
To be fair, I haven't rolled charisma once.
She looks quite. I would roll. Well, I don't know what to roll here, persuasion or what, but like you did just basically insinuate crush. And I didn't want to roll persuasion because everyone in this town dislikes Levi and agrees with the wolf narrative. So yeah, sorry.
Yeah, no. You are fair in your ruling that because I brought up Levi, that should have been like an automatic failure, no roll. I completely agree with your ruling there.
Okay, good.
Um,
But you can roll me Arcana, all 3 of you.
okay.
That's gonna go nowhere for me.
Believe it or not, I think.
Yeah. That should be
Go on,
good.
let me
Assuming you don't. Yeah, that's what I was about. That's what I was expecting.
see.
Yeah, you can immediately tell. Evelyn looks to the rest of it. Wow, especially Jeremy. To the rest, to you, Jeremy and Asmodai, you two see a very tired-looking woman who has come, but Yuriko, you can tell that's just a part of that illusion she's putting up.
Yeah, I can see through the. I can see through a bit of the illusion now.
Yeah, you can pretty much tell, like, anything that is physically her. She's also, like, the 7-foot thing is definitely much bigger than she actually is. You're starting to see through some of that. And she says, hello again. I had heard that you had left the city. Was I mistaken?
No, we did leave, but then, we got very interesting books that I wanted to talk about with you.
All right. Shall we take this somewhere more casual? I'm sure the Tavern Keep would be more than happy to open for us.
That would be wonderful.
As long as it's not an issue.
I suppose I could stay awake a couple more minutes just to discuss this book.
I would like nothing more.
So, are you actually discussing this book? Because if not, I'm going to have you roll deception.
I'm actually discussing the book.
Okay. So I will move all y'all down.
Well, I was hoping that it would just be me and Niseko. And
Oh, yeah, okay. I can do that.
yeah, I was hoping it would just be me and Niseko and like maybe Luca.
I think Luca won't see the need for that because Evelyn probably does trust you.
Yeah.
So yeah, the 3 of y'all can go do your thing.
So I forget. Did we get Nancy to copy the book?
She said it would take a day if she was uninterrupted completely, so no.
Can we say that we got her to copy a couple of the pages that she ripped? That Jimmy ripped.
The ones that he managed to tear out, that I could say, I'm gonna say no because she was still going through the book and she wouldn't have known why those were interesting.
Okay.
But she could give you just any of her other books. She could give you a book on the other gods, like Yandala and all of that. That's literally one of the 2 actual gods I know from this fucking thing, so don't at
Yandala
me.
and Pan.
Yeah.
We could also just use that as a bargaining chip. Say like, hey, we can get this remade.
That too. So, it is you 2 with Luca, and you with Evelyn. What would you like to do?
What would who like to do?
Anyone.
Okay,
I'd like
so
to do a hot woman, but I don't think that's an option.
Depends on if Evelyn is hot and how good your seduction roll is.
Considering he's a hulking brute in a mask,
-5.
So Yuriko is going to mention that we can. So for now, I would just like to discuss this book with you, and I'm hoping that it's a book. It doesn't have any necromancy spells, but maybe it's like some principles of necromancy, like maybe not basic, but an intermediate version of
Necromancy
it.
for dummies. Yeah, like
Necromancy for slightly smarter dummies.
I would say intermediate necromantic tomes would be the type of book you picked up. And no, that's not what it's called. I just am too tired to come up with something.
That's fair. And The Cynic's Guide to Necromancy. Written by Nancy. Anyway, so she's talking about this book while also mentioning, we have a friend who might be able to get you a copy of the books that Jeremy destroyed.
Oh, well, that would be tremendous, but if absolutely necessary, I'm sure I could get the Lorekeeper to make me a new copy, perhaps one that's even more accurate. After all, that book was probably written centuries ago. We have our own printing press with that book. It is a very kind gesture, though.
Well, I thought I might be able to save you some of the effort.
That is true. It is quite a difficult thing to set up. It usually writes its own thing. Having it do something specific might be a bit of a headache.
And then the next thing that she's going to talk about, we don't have to talk about in character.
Okay.
But essentially, she's just asking for some clarifications on like the specifics of is this how necromancy works? And like, I thought it worked like this. I thought that this sigil meant this thing. Just some like small talk and like clarifying, understanding questions.
Yeah, they're being geeks together.
Yeah. I'm sure there's some things that Yuriko might have figured out that Evelyn hasn't, and a lot that she can still learn from Evelyn.
God, that's so adorable, and I love Yuriko so much. Alright.
But yeah. So what's everyone else doing?
Yeah, what are you two doing with this one as you awkwardly stand together after that interaction?
So, is she trying to flirt with her?
Well, if she's trying to learn anything, it'll probably take her forever. You know how long it took for her to figure out us.
True.
Someone sent something in Twitch, didn't they?
No, I'm laughing at Jeremy dunking on poor Yuriko.
Once again, I'm sorry for the late night
It's
questions.
It's all right. I have quite a few late nights. I usually just head to bed about this time, but if you have anything else, now would be the time to say it.
No, I think that's everything from us, unless you've got something, Jeremy.
I don't.
I'm not about to be
And-
diplomatic. I already know what my plan's gonna be.
Yeah, and that's.
I wouldn't
not the
want you
plan
to
that we're
try.
on. Anyway, yeah. So I do believe that's it. Once again, apologies. Have a good night, Luca.
Good night. He will head off. He is heading down south. I just don't want to move his token.
Yeah, just turn him invisible.
Well, guess we're gonna be here for a bit.
Why don't the two of us go in the library?
No.
You're absolutely no fun. All y'all are killjoys.
Wait, I thought that was the plan.
That's plan C. If everything
No, not-
with you
not
doesn't go
killing.
well.
No, I thought the plan was that I was distracting her.
No, I said diplomacy, then break in, then kill. if all else goes to shit.
So, okay, so you want her to try and convince Evelyn to just give you the book.
Essentially, yeah.
That's gonna be a tall order.
Yeah.
I mean, she's got good charisma, but that is going to be a stupid high roll, and with a stupid ton of pre-work. So I'm going to say if that's going to be the plan, we should do that next week, because we've been here for 2.5 hours.
Yeah.
Okay. God, I love how pretty she is. She's a pretty woman. Okay. So that will be the end of this session then. Next stream will be Tuesday. I'm doing Tyrion again. And then Thursday, Tyrion again. And then we'll be back to do this on Sunday. So I'll see y'all when I see y'all. Bye!